Tommy learned about difficult processes that can sometimes be long and painful for people while working in healthcare. Transitioning to real estate from kinesiology, Tommy learned the power of patience and persistence as the right steps to creating a smoother process for his real estate clients. Meeting clients and building a personable relationship where he can share in the joy of his clients' wins and help them achieve their lifelong dream is what excites Tommy about his work. In his spare time, you'll catch Tommy hanging out with his friends and family, and if for some reason he's not doing that, then that's because he's likely playing volleyball or basketball, two of his passions. His dream vacation is to go to Bora Bora and enjoy their beautiful beaches. Couldn't agree with you more. In fact, that sounds fantastic right about now, especially if you're over here on the West Coast where the weather is not as good as the beaches of Bora Bora. So, Tommy, I'm excited to welcome you to the stage.
Hi, thank you for the introduction.
No problem. I'm happy to do it. I want to make sure that everybody gets their just dues and we all understand what kind of professionals we have up here on the stage. So let's jump right in, Tommy. We've heard a lot about technology today. Mm-hmm. What are some of the ways that you can utilize technology to build this real estate business? I know we've said it, but let's really dial it in.
So I think for technology, one of the ways that you could utilize it is just build, like what the previous presenters have said, online reviews. I think those are one of the main important things when consumers are looking and doing the research for the realtors. Like, have they gotten good reviews from their previous transactions? Consumers are always going to do their due diligence and make sure they are working with the right person. Another way of utilizing technology would just try to be efficient, save time using a customer relationship management software to track all your leads, all your prospects, and all your clients to make sure you can, instead of inputting on an Excel sheet, there's a system for you to keep track of who you're talking to, maybe your next appointments. So with that, and also social media, like all the other presenters have talked about, you can use that as free marketing for yourself, right? So I think those are some of the few ways that technology can be used to just build more about your real estate business.
So what about you personally? Like, what are some of the specific tools that you find to be helpful for your business?
I think, our company started to use Chime as a CRM. So I think that is a useful tool where I can just start inputting all my clients, all with their needs and wants, their contact information, all in one program. So that way I don't have to go through different sites or different platforms to go look at what my clients want, or who do I need to talk to today, who do I need to talk to tomorrow. So, and then that's one of the tools that I use. 3D Matterport, where we use through Gary. So those are the tools that for our listings, if let's say consumers don't have the time to go look at a house and be there physically, but they could look through it in a 3D virtual tour. I think that is very helpful. So that way, I've gotten good feedback where that video was great. It was very helpful. And now I can really go into the house physically because I know I like that house already. So that just builds a little bit of reputation. Having that option to view it in 3D really helps. If you don't, then you kind of think like, okay, just based on the photos, you can't really tell if sometimes the photos are really deceiving you or not. So being able to go in 3D and then going in person really helps a lot.
Absolutely. So what are some tech tools that you wish were actually available to you for your business?
I found that question pretty hard. Of course, if we were like 20 years ago, back in 2000, there was nothing made already back then. But now it seems like everything from A to Z has been made. Of course, there could be things that people will be innovative and create something new. Maybe something will be like, if there's an AI to help us sign all of the disclosures, instead of having us or our transaction team like single-handedly put signatures on each page. Maybe there's an AI that could help us, put that on every page, right, automatically. So I think that could be very helpful. Maybe bots that could help comment social media posts, and if the consumer is interacting with you, then that bot could respond to you to let you know that, hey, you need to interact with this consumer right here. So
Awesome.
a lot of things that are very limited right now, but I think people are still going to be innovative and create something that we've never heard before.
Absolutely. So how can someone stay up to date on technology that they can use in their business?
I think because of technology today, we can research it online, browse, do a lot of researching, trying to stay competitive in this market and keeping up to date with all the technology. You kind of might have to look at other realtors, see what they've been using. You never really know what you have until you kind of interact with someone that does have it.
Right.
Maybe ask them their feedback on how it was for them when they used it. So I think that's one of the ways to stay competitive. Go to networking events, go to conferences. So those get involved in like in circles and network events with other people. So that way you could talk to them about what they might be using or what they might have. I think that's a couple ways that people can stay up to date with the latest technology now.
Absolutely. What about your thoughts on whether or not technology will replace your role as a realtor?
I think it can, but at the end of the day, I believe that real estate is a people to people relationship industry. Um, Buying a house can be very overwhelming for a lot of people. And I feel like if technology is to replace us as realtors, as people, they won't get that support, that maybe hand holding that they need to go through the process. And, you know, I think when people are buying houses nowadays, they want to have that physical relationship with the person, interact with them, see if they can be a great fit in their working relationship. So if technology were to replace that, you're not going to have any of that. So I would say yes, they can, but I think, you know, in the future, it won't replace us.
That you need that person-to-person interaction, even if there's a lot of technology that can help aid you in that role. So I love it, Tommy. I think that concludes our discussion. We do not have any questions that have been directed to you so far. People are just excited to have you here sharing. And I think that some of these journeys are just really important for all of us to share. And so with that, if we have nothing further for our speaker before he exits the virtual stage, Tommy, I really appreciate you taking your time out of the day today to bring us this information. Love talking tech, and hopefully we'll get to talk tech with you again.